Hey guys, this is Rahul Panicker. I'm Dave Bars with thryver, and we're just hanging out. He's got some questions about thryver.
I have a couple of friends talking about this new app called Thryver, and I was just kind of wondering what what it's all about.
So thryver is really the brainchild or born out of my personal experiences that included a lot of personal career frustration and
Mm-hmm.
trial and error and a lot of things. And eventually, I kind of discovered some career testing for myself, and then later ended up doing a lot of career testing and coaching for other people. And this was an amazing thing for me, and it helped me. It helped lots of people that I worked with, and so we've pretty much built some of that technology
Mm-hmm.
into an app.
All right. And so
And
how?
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
So how did, I guess, if I were to use it, how would it help me? Like it help you and whoever you mentored before.
Yeah, so I mean, when you first download it, you take the first of what will be many tests,
Mm-hmm.
and it will identify your strengths and interests, and also your relating style, how you relate to people, how you usually operate when you're in your most productive behavior, that sort of thing. And from that, you can, with a core set of strengths, and to be able to identify those, look back in your track record and things that you really enjoy doing, to be able to say, yeah, this really is who I am, and these are at the core of who I am. Then you can articulate that, and more importantly, confidently choose jobs or careers or a path that is consistent with that.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then is this is a lot of these questions and tests basically derived from your experiences, or are they just like set questions that you came up with? Like, how did they come up with the questions?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I've done a lot of one-on-one interviewing
Mm-hmm.
with students and testing them and coaching them, and used a lot of different tools over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And so some of it is a sort of a combination of some of that. There is a scientific foundation for what we're doing in the strengths that we talk about are built on a construct called Holland Occupational Codes,
Okay.
and there's 6 of those, and so everybody has some combination of those functional strengths. And then another very widely accepted personality measure is called the 5-factor model, and it describes 5 aspects of your personality style. So combine functional strengths and personality style, you know a lot about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a real starting point in terms of being able to figure out where to narrow down some.
All right. And then, so with this app, would you still be involved in helping people out, or is it just the app itself?
Well, the app is standalone so that you can use it in that way,
Mm-hmm.
but we're also going to make ourselves available. I mean, what really fires me up is
Mm-hmm.
to have these one-on-one conversations with students who are really sort of wrestling with an issue,
Right.
and trying to figure out how to do life, and to see the aha go
Right.
off, the
Yeah.
light bulb, for some students is really cool. So, I'm going to be involved in that my whole life.
And it seems like the target audience is your students and people who are still in school. Do you think anybody who's still, I guess, looking for some sort of career change, or still older people can still use this app?
Well, yeah, it's funny you asked that, because probably the people that listen most intently are people that have been out of school for a few years, and they've gotten beaten up a little
Right.
bit. And, you come into school as like from a senior in high school or a freshman, and you think you got the world figured out,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm going to be a whatever it
Right.
is. And then maybe you realize, compared to a lot of other students, you weren't as great in math or physics as
Right.
you thought you were, or whatever, and
Yeah.
you make adjustments and all. Um, and the same happens when you get into the business world sometimes. If you don't get even if you do get your number one choice, and a lot of times the thing and the idea of the thing are really different.
Right.
And so, yeah, so students that have been out for a few years could still use this app
Mm-hmm.
in a way that, and for them, what it may do is give them permission to say, I didn't get it right, but you know what? I may as well change course now than be miserable for the next 20 years.
Right. Well, yeah. That's all the questions I had.
That's good. You did a great job. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us.